the ring on it.
Thank you.
Very
Why?
frustrating.
Like it doesn't.
I think the pressure from our own end, especially someone who is single, when you see the pictures who are married on social media, then you start feeling like Luana, you have to find someone who can put a ring on it. And sometimes the person is not the one that you have jotted down.
Just because you have the idea or I want to get married, over pressurized, you think it's a goal. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's not a goal, because even the Bible says, and which is something that is not being popularized. Called the Corinthians, I don't know whether it's first or second, where Apostle Paul says, I would advise you to stay single, because once you get married, your priorities will be to but when you are single, you are clear in your mind and God comes first. And when you say such things, people will say, no, you are bitter. There's no way. That's so yeah. So people are desperate to get married. My person is from TikTok.
Right, people? Regarding what? Okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tshepie and welcome back to Life as Tshepie. Welcome Kholofelo. They know you, you've been here before, so there's no need to introduce you. Maragiri once did a channel takeover.
I know.
So these people know you, they're familiar with you.
Okay, I come back.
Okay, so I think we must just proceed with the conversation. The title of the video game, Virginity versus Celibacy, under the subtopic sexual purity.
Alright.
What is your definition of sexual purity?
My definition of sexual purity is someone who has never done it physically. Personally, I will say physically, because there are people who say, no, what you think is what you are. But if you don't act on it, then you still fight.
So it's both mentally and physically.
I don't know about mental, guys. These things, they always flash.
Yes, because I got on the Bible says how God regards sin as sin. It's a trauma.
Yeah.
So meaning if you say I'm sexually pure, then it has to be both in the mind and in the flesh.
That's right. Definitely right.
Alright.
So, and then celibacy is when you have done it, and then you are now taking a decision that you are not going to do it. You're gonna wait for the right time, wait for the right guy or girl to do it with.
But in marriage, because
sex
was created by God for marriage.
Yeah.
And which brings me to the lies. No, you can't survive without it. You need to have it. This and that. Especially with the guys, they'll tell you, no, I need to release.
That's true.
You know,
but also the world that we live in today, we've normalized a lot of things. And I think that's why also I don't know, it weekend. I'm not on social media on weekends. During the week, because of my line of work, I have to be active on social media. But personally, if I had a choice, I was not gonna be on social media.
Because it has media what?
Hence I'm saying because of my
line of work. Alright.
So if it wasn't for that, social media is very toxic. Because the people that are there, someone might say, no, maybe it's the kind of people that you have.
Yeah.
But even the ones that I don't have, they just turn out to be toxic. There are a lot of expectations from you. So social media, I will say it's most of the things.
You're right, because we live in a generation where sexual purity has been normalized. Sexual impurity.
Yeah.
Because social media, wherever it's like it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like it's completely okay. It's normal. But this is what the Bible says.
Yeah.
But we live in a generation where if it was a sin, 19 what? It's still a sin today. Like it doesn't the generation that we live in doesn't change anything.
It doesn't. Like the excuses that we come with, guys, they're just not on. Not for now, I don't buy it. Yeah, or hey, no, it's so koji, blah blah blah. Guys, some reasons you like. Okay, also now someone or also coaching but they were able to hold themselves and work hard because now you have the education that is free of charge. So yeah, this day's age, guys.
You don't understand how much God respects purity. He wouldn't have chosen Mary. Mary was pure.
Exactly.
Mary was pure. Hence, Mudim Nagas had anyone Nico Strating Hore Adrabe. You see?
Yeah.
So I wish also I'm worried about the church. How like they don't sit us down and say, oh, Kholofelo, you know what, we understand. For example, now this is what you do after. Okay, I understand when the brothers years, but you just find them but and the church doesn't care.
Cause yeah, and that is because when the church starts interfering, they say no, that is my personal life, I have my own life, so you can't tell me. So literally, like individuals, we have made it difficult for the church to cancel us.
Sure.
Another pastor once said, Bazalwani, when you say something, they call it judgment. But if I say to you that, Tshepie, you look beautiful, that is also a judgment. Because I just judged you that you look beautiful. So if I tell you something else that you don't like, you will say it's judgment. Because it's the wrong thing. So literally now, but we have made it difficult for our leaders to call us out. And also some of the leaders, they are making it difficult for people to submit under them because respect is earned. You cannot just say, no, you must respect me because we have a government right now. It's not most of the time delivering services. Are you saying that I must vote for you just because when you are in a position? You have to earn it.
Exactly.
Such things, not what you say, not your speeches. Hence these days, if the president did a speech, we don't care. People just move on with their lives because you don't act. You only talk.
So you're saying that we must be in a state where but
even and I remember one of my favorite authors, Dr. Miles Monroe, said,
Shut up!
Well, he passed away, but he's so
no!
Yes, it's been long. Man. In 2013, I think. So, Dr. Miles Monroe once said, when you are a leader, it's not something that you need to jump over. You can't be excited over that because once you are a leader, once you are out there, people trust you. It means they are depositing something in you. So they get pressure. We are depositing everything in you, and then we expect you to deliver, to not disappoint us. It's not easy to be a leader, so you have to make a conscious decision every day and say, no, I'm not going to disappoint these people. But these days, glamorize leadership, and it's not about glamour, it's not for CCs, it's not for Majida. Like leadership, almost strict, almost forward, almost honest. So, to lead people, you have to lead by example, not by quotes.
Meaning, Lena, I can't just come here and say, hey guys, sexual purity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't leave it.
Exactly.
Because people know us.
Exactly.
Like someone can come and comment under this video, hey, Kholofelo, now what is she saying? Name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hence, I was honest and say I did it before, and then now I've taken the decision.
How's your journey of celibacy? And my follow-up question, getting in relationships, how do you break it down to
we can't go there. It's not easy. Let me say that. I once tried, but it did not work because the person was like, no, you have done it already, so let's just continue. But I don't blame him. Lena, I couldn't set the standard in the first place. Some book where Dr. Masmundria Waiting and Dating says from the beginning you must set the standard, because if
I
you
once read that
don't,
one.
yeah, so if you don't do that, it will be difficult for you to say, hey, nothing.
Also, if you don't respect your boundaries, it's going to be hard for the other person to respect them.
That's right. And if you are afraid or the person is gonna leave you, so what makes you think what they're gonna stay? If they did not work hard to get you, what makes you think they're gonna work hard to keep you?
How do you then deal with temptation?
You're
not your own.
It's there.
It's there.
It's
Like,
there.
you can't
And sometimes, let me tell you the truth, we do it. So I don't know whether it's still a celibacy. So it's difficult, to be honest. Like, this journey is not nice, and I also, I don't like how people, especially church people, they will say, you have to do it. And whenever you don't do it at all, at least I'm honest about it. I don't think most people have the guts to come like on a public space like this and say, no, I'm doing it. But I believe in it. It's not easy. I remember my Sunday school teacher, Maggie Kana, once said to us,
shut up, mom.
That don't do it, because once you do it, it's like you're opening up the worm. You will constantly want it. Keep feeling. Exactly, because before I never cared. For me, it was like, guys, what are you doing? But because of the companies that we keep, others was like, no, it's nice. You are missing it. You are missing out, guys. You are not missing out on anything. I'm telling you.
As much as we create those videos, there are a lot of videos on sexual purity. Hey, Inge, don't do it. God says this body is the temple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sex was created by God for marriage. Inge, we say all of those things. But for someone who's watching this video, but what next? How would you advise that someone, you know what? It's okay, you've done it. What is it that person must do who can stop her from falling in that sin?
Sure. I think constantly meditating on the word, that is the only way, guys. The only way to know where your relationship is going with someone is if you keep the communication together. So if you don't read the Bible most of the time, and when all you do is fill yourself, also I feel like Facebook, TikTok, scrolling, then you're not gonna have the energy to have time with God. So when you prioritize that, now I believe, or when you meditate upon the word, interpretation will come to you. And it don't do not a casual thing. Like, invest in it, guys. An intimate relationship with God is important. And that's how you also become bold in your decisions and firm in what you say. But when you don't do that, you're just making noise, eh?
So what is your prayer for this generation regarding sexual purity?
Let me tell you, God knows that personally I've given up on my lips. I'm praying for this generation.
Jesus.
Personally I've given up on my lips. Personally, like, at such a time, so people can do whatever, the consequences will come. That's what I love about life. If you're not humble, life will humble you. If you do things, expect consequences. Nothing like, but baby, what do you call that? What is it? Motion of what? Something like that. I forgot what that motion is called in science. So whatever comes back to you. Unfortunately, that's how life it is.
Yeah, man, it's not an easy journey, but God restores.
He does.
God restores.
He does.
For someone like me who lives in a journey of sexual purity and virginity to specify it. When I took a virginity ring, I spoke to my mom and I said, Mama, this is what I'm thinking. Yo, Mama Tshepie, it comes with a lot. She took the ring, she prayed for it. I said for like a week. I'm like, but I thought it's just taking a ring and then, you know. And then, you do know Roristan, Roristan a few weeks ago, I will about Noah.
Yeah.
When he was building the ark.
Yeah.
God remembered his covenant with Noah. So if we say, God, today I'm taking this journey and until marriage, then meaning we must also remember our covenant with God and stick to it as much as God is a man of his word. We must teach ourselves to do that. Say, God, teach us how to live according to your word, because it's not easy.
It's not.
You know, so
it's not. But how is your journey so far?
Child, it's not easy. Like, people think if you haven't done it, then okay. Or what?
Yeah.
It's not easy. Shout out to Roristan once said, shout out to guys who try to date virgins. It's not easy because people will tell you, but then you can still give me head. And you can still do 1, 2, 3, 4. Teffo, come on, man. I won't get it. Teffo, man. Teffo, man. Yeah.
Guys, I read out of his bedroom, but at least he was gentle. Like, he was gentle.
We get the gentle part. We get the gentle part. Thank you, but I'm saying, why ukabilisha mezate elorhanya kumati? You'll get it one day.
It's the head part, and that's what they say.
Okay, what are your last words? I think we should.
My last word is, a relationship with God is not easy. Like being in this journey is not easy, but we need to. But also as Christians, let us support one another. Not only Christian community, but if you believe in this God, when Tshepie worship.
So anyway, proceeding.
Yeah. So as I was saying that we don't know Beyonce, we don't know Rihanna personally on a personal level, but if ever went to the event, we are going there.
We are going.
We are going there. So can we do the same? I think that's also one of the many reasons why Christianity is losing meaning. Because as churches, but
exactly. Yes. Yo, speaking of church, I think that's a topic for another day, but just to touch on it, I took a decision I don't want to be a member of any church because of, I think I once told you about this, because of church politics. I can stand any kind of drama, but church drama,
I also don't like.
I cannot, that is a place where we're supposed to feel safe.
Yes.
A place where I can go there and say, God, you know what? I cannot registration fee.
Exactly.
I cannot but let your name be verified.
Amen.
But if I go there, this and that, it becomes like I can't go there.
Exactly.
You understand? So
hence, Lina, I guess I guess like I guess I will contribute. I will do whatever. That positions and whatever. I'm also not obsessing over them, thank God. I've grown that because you will find even people in the committee of leadership gossiping about one another with us, the members. But they will take the members. Kante is the committee themselves. The committee themselves. They have a lot to say, but those are my last words, but in terms of the topic that we were talking about, virginity and celibacy, it's not easy, that's what I can tell you, but you need to focus until you reach that goal for your own personal self, and don't do it to impress anyone. Today is Sunday. I did not go to church because I wanted to listen.
Oh, also it's Sunday the 28th. Happy birthday, Kholofelo. I forgot about that. But like a birthday song.
So yeah, I just said, my mom was like, no, you must go. I'm like, mom, let me listen to what the inner man is saying. Because last thing that I want Tshepie is to just go to church
for the sake of going
to register. And a little energy around us, people who come to church just to register. So like, when I'm at church, just think about my relationship with God. So today I was like, God, I want to know where I am with you. And every day,
and you can do that. The nice thing about what you say, you can do that only high. You can do that anyway. People think, Hori, you can have a conversation with God.
Yeah.
Was that Once More 6 1 said in this other video of his, worship starts at home. Worship is not a song. So you communicating with God, you can't just do it again. Meaning wherever you are, whether you're driving in, that's praying without ceasing. Praying without ceasing is not praying every 24 hours. It's like saying, God, thank you for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh God, this tree looks good. Wow, okay, you placed it, it's very nice. That's praying without ceasing.
Exactly.
So that's very nice.
Yeah, and your closing words?
I just wish we could just start listening as bars from telling. Like these things are all over the media. Like I said earlier, Hore, everyone is preaching about sexual purity.
Yeah.
But we just okay, kiss bani, okay, boomy, alright, next did. I want to learn Taskar, but the Bible says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 Corinthians.
Yeah.
But God restores.
Yeah, God.
My final words, God restores.
I love it.